And we've already had much drama yesterday with Senegal beating the hosts Nigeria in a thriller. But now it's the turn of Cameroon and Guinea. They play at 3, and then Nigeria back on the floor with a must-win game against Mali to complete the day's schedule. 2 groups of 3. The top 2 teams in each group will play in the semi-final Saturday, final Sunday, and only the winner of this qualifying tournament goes through to the Olympic qualification tournament. Tunisia, the other team in this group, Group B, they are by far, on paper, the highest ranked team. In Cameroon, 67, Guinea, 75. But they have exciting players, experience and youth in abundance. As young as Yurik Kamka Chomchi, 17 years old, 2 meters 11 on the side of Cameroon. And then some real young stars. Mohamed Keita on the side of Guinea at 20 years old, and Mambrou Mara, who's been playing in the BAL for SLAC, putting up some impressive numbers in that tournament as well. Cameroon played in the African this year for the local African players. They came 11th there, and they had a record of 4-8 in the World Cup qualification campaign, coming up short of qualifying for the World Cup. And this is exactly what this tournament is for. The best teams in Africa that are not going to the World Cup. And when you have Senegal, Nigeria and Tunisia all at the same event, it just shows the quality that is at the World Cup, including Cape Verde, of course, and the Ivory Coast, who lost to Tunisia in the Afrobasket finals. There's Chomchi for Cameroon, looking deep in concentration, being compared by ESPN as potentially the best since Joel Embiid. We shall see. It's all about being cool and calm, and there's one of the assistant coaches, Jack Burgess from Scotland, who's taking his coaching skills around Europe and around the world with the Cameroon national team. And there's Chiksaku Konde, such a reliable performer for Guinea, playing in rounds in the French Division 3 at the moment, putting up massive numbers for them, 16.5 points a game. And Ahmed Doumbia, really big inclusion for Guinea here, 33 years old, first time he's played for the national team since the Afrobasket qualifiers, Afrobasket 2021 qualifiers. Now Haji Silla playing at Montreal College. Mohamed Keita, he's been at St John's and Tulsa College out of the NBA Africa Academy and playing for SLAC as well. Ibrahima Diallo, Alpha Kaba, 27 years old, playing European basket at the highest level in Montenegro. Played in the World Cup qualifiers, Turkish League MVP in 2022. Mambrou Mara, Alpha Diallo, playing at Monaco. National team debut for him at 26 years old. High-level European play. Lavrio Monaco, Providence University graduate. Chiksaku Konde, Usman Drami, played for Liz Mills for the ABC Fighters. I was only speaking with her earlier today and how impressed she was with him during that campaign, averaging and almost double-double, 14 points, 8 rebounds. Now Cameroon. Samir Bekom, playing in Alas Chamon. Cyril Kumu, 31 years old, playing for FAP in the BAL qualifiers.
Who of course is number 12. Number 14,
Jean-Meander Jiki,
number 15,
playing the African 23 and the qualifiers. Yurik Kamka Chomchi. Arnold Kome, the captain. Fabien Atiba, 32 years old, playing in the French second division. Played 9 games in the World Cup qualifiers. Roland Inyama playing in Germany, in the German Pro A League.
We have Jeremiah here. The coach of the side is
Jordan Behe and Jeremiah Hill. Behe playing at Brindisi in Italy, just 23 years old. Jeremiah Hill playing for Girona in the Spanish first division. So you've got high-level players here. National anthems are next, and then we are in for a big treat. It's Cameroon versus Guinea coming up next.
Of Guinea. And that was the national anthem of Guinea. Let's go straight up to the national anthem of Cameroon. That was the national anthem of Cameroon. The officials for this game, we have...
And that's the national anthems completed. Guinea in the red and Cameroon in the white in their pre-game huddles. The coaches exchange pleasantries and pendants. And here's the referees. Angola, Bernardo Antonio. Ivory Coast, Kamate Hassan. And Ethiopia, Kabeto Fikado. 3 of the best referees for another big tournament. It's the teams that didn't make it out of the World Cup qualifiers that aren't going to the World Cup. Cameroon had a record of 4-8. They finished 6th in their group, so that was a tough group in their 12 games over the 2 rounds. 16th in AfroBasket 2021, but they had COVID issues. They had to forfeit their first game against South Sudan, lost their other 2, but some of their players, well, they were really short-handed with players having to isolate. Guinea, well, they were just heroic. At that tournament, I was there with Jeff Taylor. It was an absolute honour to watch them live, and Coach Zelko Zekovic guiding that team. Of course, they're without Mansari now, the leading scorer. Other players will step up, I'm sure. Guinea, Cheek Sekou Kande, Alpha Diallo starting. Drami will come off the bench for Coach Seshovic. Conde Mara, Silla, Diallo, the bench. They've got some depth then coming off the bench. And the Serbian Zelko Zekovic, being with this team, runs the national programme. I mean, speaking to him, he is so passionate, wanting to get Guinea on the world map. Atiba as the first 5's going through, and Betcom, Dicky, Chomchi coming off the bench. Just watch out for him. Be a really good guide to how his progress is going. Now, Alfred Roland Aboya Baliaba He's 38 now, head coach of the Africa Academy, and went to UCLA at the same time as Kevin Love, and there's Željko Zečević. Mr. Do-It-All for Guinea basketball, I would suggest. But he's got this team here, and he is looking as focused as ever. And Guinea are the lowest ranked team by 8 places, but just be ready for another classic encounter, because you've got some high-level players from the BAL and from Europe, players in college, players from the NBA Africa Academy, and we are off and running. Cameroon in white attacking the basket to our right. Hope you are comfortable and ready for but 2 great games. Here's the pull-up jump shot, Hill off left, rebound by Cheek Suku Conde. Guinea in red, Conde. And the pass is off, intended for Alpha Diallo, the Monaco star. It's just about gelling early and getting into it. Turnaround jump shot is good for Cameroon. I think that was Jeremiah Hill with the score. 3's up and in and out for Ahmed Dumia. First time he's played since the AfroBasket qualifiers for. And it's a big inclusion. Cameroon lead by 2 early here. Nigeria will play 6 o'clock local time against Mali, and a must-win game for them. Only the top 2 teams out of the 3-team groups will go forward to Saturday's semi-finals. It was Fabian Atiba actually with the opening jump shot made for Cameroon. Conde, he's open for a moment. Cho stepped out on him. Doumbia trying to get the quick ball movement. Conde, short jump shot and good for 2. He was such a big player for Guinea in the AfroBasket 2021 as well, and the World Cup qualifiers, and played in the African qualifiers as well. So when his national team needs him, he's there. And here comes Guinea on the move, still on the move. Left hand finish by Alpha Kaba, the Buduknos volley club player and Turkish League MVP with Gaziantep previous year, so high level player. He'd lead by 2. Dumbia's first foul. Slight pause in the action. So we're back underway after this short pause. Cameroon in white. Hill. Paul Libua steps out. Baseline jump shot with fade off. Paul Libua, just 23 years old, playing in the Italian 2nd division. Chiksakande just want to try and keep the ball moving. Alpha Kaba. Shots up. Off left for Doumbia. And ball's knocked loose by Ibrahima Fofana. Offensive rebound and a travel there called on Guinea. Jeremiah Hill. The push shot. Atiba at the line. And for SV Basket in the French second division, 81% from the free throw line in the season. Played 9 games in the World Cup qualifiers, 10.6 points a game. It's the last of those qualifying windows. We're in February this year. The World Cup is going to be happening very soon. A quick pass intended. And good defense, but better offensive rebounding by Guinea. And they will take the lead. Good play by Guinea, hustling after the missed shot. Diallo. Alpha Diallo with the offensive rebound and putback. He's 81% free throw shooter, Diallo. I think there was a little bit of an off-put there, bit of distraction, players in way too early. But the referees are not going to give it to him again. Guinea by 2. Atiba with the foul for Cameroon. And shots off for Hill, off balance. Here comes Guinea in red. Chiksaku Konde hands it off, gets it back in the post. Ball's loose, a little bit scrappy. Doumbia, lots of dribbles, just short. And rebounded by Cho. And the shot's up in the corner. Atiba with the 3 this time. Oh, nice attack by Alpha Diallo, going with his right hand from the left. Another shot from the corner, same result. Nice job from Cameroon. And Atiba with the 3. 9-8 Cameroon. Inside to Kaba. Wide open 3 incoming as the shot clock was going off. Ball's loose. Guinea again, 3-on-1 behind the back. And the attempted throwdown by Kaba is thwarted by Cameroon. And whistle. Fofana was heading towards the basket, but Kaba wanted a highlight play there, and we almost got one. A nice jump shot from Alpha Diallo. He is playing very strong for Guinea. 6 points personal now. Guinea by 1. Jeremiah Hill out to the corner. Right on the shot clock. 4 minutes remaining in the first. It's Olympic pre-qualifying. Deep there, but Kaba can't get it to finish on the turnaround jump hook. Pass ahead. Nyama. Hill, crossover, attacks baseline. Reverse layup is good. Jeremiah Hill enjoyed that one. 27-year-old Girona, playing in Girona in the Spanish top. Top division. Played in the World Cup qualifiers. Joined Girona in January of this year. So again, just a great variety of players on show here. Playing in the top leagues, and academies and colleges. Diallo. Kaba. Diallo for 3. Is off. Great rebound for Guinea by Ibrahima Diallo. And ball's loose. He's 19 years old, Diallo, 1.70 m, but he really was a live wire there as soon as he came on the floor. Shots up again, and it's good for 3. They like that side of the floor, especially Atiba. He is lighting it up from that side. Cameroon extend their lead to 15. Strong move, just backing down and then turning. Diallo with the score. That is really tough play from Jeremiah Hill. A floating layup that was with such great touch. So inbound for Guinea. Five down, into the post, double team. Passed out, extra pass, Diallo. Just short on the jump shot, but good looks from Guinea, and they get another offensive rebound. Really impressive display from them. It leads to another open shot, but this time, Atiba, who is doing it all with 12 points already, gets the defensive rebound. Hill. Reverse dribble. Shots up from the top for 3 is long from Philip Jordan-Bailly. Tonji is in for Cameroon. He's 22 years old. Colorado State University, and has just completed his 4th year. It's his senior national team debut. Free throw missed. Mara with the free throw. Cameroon by 5. And they're in possession. Into the post, Chiksaku Konde. And with help, but they couldn't stop the Cameroon offense there. And Philip Jordan-Bay will go to the line. Konde there, and then the help came across. Diallo. Bay playing with Brindisi in Italy. 68% free throw shooter, played 9 games in the FIBA Basketball World Cup qualifiers, averaging just over 8 points a game there. And he was at AfroBasket 2021, which was really tough for Cameroon. He played in 1 game there, scored 14 points, but they had some COVID issues within the camp. 3-point shot up short for Alpha Diallo. 6-point lead for Cameroon. Can they start to take control here? Good pass. Good offensive rebound as well. Deep 3. Miles out. Ball's loose. And Guinea come away with it. Great contest. And the finish by Mambaru Mara. 20 years old. And here comes Guinea again. They've got plenty of youth to go with that experience, and the explosion downhill for Guinea, changing the landscape of this game in a hurry. Diallo again. Both teams in team fouls. Last 30 seconds of the first. Hope you're enjoying the action. 3-point shooter from up top. Now Guinea could just take their time here, but they're going to let it fly, and why not? And they take the lead. 10 seconds remaining. Big time shot for Guinea, and the pressure and the return of possession to Guinea, and they can do this to you. They are explosive, maybe just in short bursts, but they've taken Cameroon by surprise, and from 6 down to 1 up in the blink of an eye. Last couple of seconds. Are they going to get it off? No, that shot. Yeah, I think he's saying to Sekou Konde, maybe just step in. But excellent finish to the quarter by coach Sekovic's team. And Guinea, from being down, are up. And Coach Baliab and Burgess have lots on their mind. Cameroon 19, Guinea 20. Here's some stats. 67% to 62%, 25% to 12%, 2 of 8, 1 of 8, Cameroon and Guinea. Cameroon 100% from the line. Guinea just 0 of 1. Here's some highlights. Sort of a slowish start to the game, and then there's Kaba, the big frame. Guinea's number 7, getting down the floor with a left-hand finish. And then they started working that left-hand side on the wing, and Atiba was the beneficiary. He's up to 12 points already, 1 rebound, a couple of turnovers, but he has been outstanding. 2 of 3 from behind the arc. And then Kaba went for the big throwdown. Cho was right there. Behind the back, but Kaba just couldn't elevate enough. And again, that skip pass. Guinea couldn't get out to Atiba again. And Jeremiah Hill Just showing that great vision, passing right over the top. There's a very enthralled spectator. Scan the QR code, get the Courtside 1891 app, get everything you need for these African qualifiers and the qualifiers all around the world. There's 5 qualifying tournaments, and that's to get 1 spot each from those, so 5 extra teams will go to the Olympic qualifying tournament outside of the teams that have qualified for the FIBA Basketball World Cup, which is coming up in the Philippines, Japan, Indonesia in the next few weeks. Turnaround push shot by Seko Conde, slightly wild. Coach Sekovic, no offensive foul or flop there. And Samir Gepkon is in for Cameroon. And the finish right at the hoop for Paul Iboa. Cameroon retake the lead by 1. Tunji, and now the push shot or floater is a foul. Jeremiah Hill will go to the line for 2 shots. %78% from the free throw line for Girona since January this year. Played in the World Cup qualifiers as well. 3 games, 12 points a game, 5 assists. Played in the FIBA Europe Cup for Parma and the Basketball Champions League qualifiers. And won the ABA with Astana in 2019. So again, playing at high level European basketball and bringing that experience to the Cameroon team. Cameroon by 3. Back and forth we go. Doumbia. Doumbia feels the contact, great core strength, and he gets that right-handed runner to go. It's going to be a close one. Who's going to outlast who? Ball's loose. And turnover, here comes Doumbia. Still got it. Extra pass, nice play, but the pass was off balance. And a charge called. And another steal by Guinea. And the block, not in this house. Roland Nyama, and the shot's up from the corner for Cameroon. Hill gets it back inside, back outside. 3-pointer is good for Cameroon. They really like that side of the floor. And Betcom with the 3-pointer. And good play from Cheek Sekou Conde. And Doumbia, look at that block by Roland Nyama. 30 years old, playing in Germany. first division and showing explosive skills there to block that shot. So Chiksuku Konde, 31 years old now, 2 meters 4. Playing in Rennes in the French 3rd division. And has been representing Guinea all the way back to under 18 level, Afrobasket 2017. Averaging 13 and 7 in the World Cup qualifiers. Just a touch short there on the second one. And Paul Ibu tried to dribble out of trouble, should have just caught that ideally. Maybe make a hard jump stop, get the ball up and look for your pass. Guinea get the inbounds. And 2 shots incoming for Guinea. Ismail Konde. Played for the SLAC in Guinea in the bowl. 10 points, 9 rebounds a game. So again, another good player to be bringing on the floor. High level experience. And played in Afrobasket 2017 and the qualifiers for that tournament. Cameroon by 2. A nice pass inside, but Roland Nyama just couldn't elevate to finish there. And a lot of contact. Alpha Diallo dribbling the ball between his legs and almost getting it stolen by Nyama. Just watch this. I think that was just a natural motion and Nyama was in his space. But it's physical in African basketball. That's Nyama's second foul. 6:50 remaining in the second. Olympic pre-qualifying tournament to try and get a spot on the Olympic qualifying tournament next summer. The road to Paris. 2 groups, 3 teams in each group here in Africa. You need to finish in the top 2 to make the semi-final Saturday, the final Sunday. And it's timeout. Timeout for Cameroon. Let's listen in. Both teams with 7 turnovers. Cameroon with 7 assists. Guinea with 5. Cameroon doing a really good job from the free throw line. 7 of 7 there. 3 of 7 for Guinea. And there's the 2 and 3 point percentages. 3 of 10, 1 of 8 from Cameroon and Guinea, and 5 of 8 and 9 of 16 from 2. So Guinea getting up twice as many shots from 2. And it's a 2-point lead for Cameroon. The higher ranked team currently by FIBA, 67 to 75. So I think it will prove to be a very close encounter. The first game of 2 here in Lagos, Nigeria versus Mali, upcoming at 6 o'clock local time. Hill. Crossover behind the back, inside, deep inside. And Jordan Bay couldn't get it to go. Back outside, shots up and good for Samir Betcom. Great ball movement. And Guinea couldn't get out to the shooter. Tamanyang Cho with the assist. 5-point lead for Cameroon. 6 points now for Betcom. So Guinea with the inbounds. Alpha Diallo. Guarded by Kome. Inside deep, Cabot here, want to finish, and he does. Super pass. Both teams getting really deep possession inside. 3-point lead Cameroon, 4 points for Cabot. Penetrate, kick, open three, turn down. And foul on the floor, or it could be out of bounds. Foul called. Ball's inside and fouled. There's a travel called. So still 3-point lead for Cameroon. 12 and 8 points from turnovers, respectively, for Cameroon and Guinea. Diallo into Cabot. And that's a really tough shot. Cabot just starting to impose himself, especially down low. And near, in and around the hoop for Guinea. Jeremiah Hill. Crossover, step back, thinks about it, off right. Rebound. For Guinea, Cabot again, mid-post, looking inside. Just can't get it to go there. Guinea, and the foul. Cabot just stopping that break. And another timeout called. 4:44 remaining in the second. 29-28. Excuse me, not a timeout. Official review. Yeah, they're looking at that. That wasn't a, well, he stopped Jeremiah Hill, did Cabot. Alpha Cabot. We're going to see if they're going to upgrade that. Maybe to an intentional, unsportsmanlike. Let's see. And they have called it. 2 shots and possession to Cameroon. I think that's the correct decision, and this is the issue for defensive players, and it's an issue for Zeljko Zekovic. Jeremiah Hill at the line. Nothing but net. Nine points for him already, 3 assists. 100% from the free throw line. Now can Cameroon make the most of this extra possession? Hill. Short jump shot is open and is good for Arnold Comey. And timeout called by Guinea.
They scored 9 points of the second chance. We have not control of defensive rebounds. Every time when we have to control defensive rebounds, we coming into the game, we are winning without any problem. Please, in offense, shake, switch the Ismail. Again, diamond. Again, diamond. Go out. Opposite then Kaba. Opposite then Kaba. Give them ball. They are in the bonus. We are in the bonus. But they are coming. They squeeze. But swing the side. I'm a cut. Go out. I move without ball a little bit. But please, defense is a problem. Let's go. Come on. Let's go.
Win on 3. 1, 2, 3.
So we're back underway. And Cameroon lead by 5. And against Kaba getting straight in there. He was above the ring, but chose just to drop it over the top. Good response by Guinea. 8 points for Kaba. Hill. Played really tough, and now he's got a second defender. He nearly loses it. They've run a lot of time off the shot clock. And they get an offensive rebound. Second look, foul, collision. And Burumara coming out on the closeout. And Mara's first foul. Cameroon. Joe. They back up. And nothing but net on the jump shot. Nice individual play from Philip Jordan Bay. He's up to 4 points. Good play by the big man. Guinea into the post. And Chiksaku Kande causing problems again in the low post. Good rotation on the free throws for Kande. Both teams in team fouls. 3:25 remaining. Knocked loose by Ibrahim Diallo. Here's Mambaru Mare. Quick catch and release is good. And it's a Tiba again. Just come in and immediately catch and shoot. He's red hot. Kaba passes across, attack baseline, and Nothing doing there. Here comes Hill. Three-pointer up and off. Quick offense. A nice pass inside, and the finish by Doumbia. Good, strong move. Little look away pass. Set that play up. 4 points for Doumbia. Ball's almost loose, but it comes to Atiba, and he's just stroking it. That rotation is perfection. 7-point lead for Cameroon, and it's since Atiba has come back on the floor. 2 threes from opposite side of the floor. 18 points for him. 4 of 5 from behind the arc. Cabra almost gets it stolen. Doumbia inside. And strong finish by Condé. And Guinea have really got to hang tough here to stay with this super talented Cameroon team. Especially Fabien Quinton, Philibert Atiba. 2 minutes remaining. Second quarter. It's the Olympic pre-qualifying tournament. The best teams in Africa that are not at the FIBA Basketball World Cup. And you have Nigeria, Senegal and Tunisia all here. You have Cameroon looking good. Guinea, Mali play Nigeria later. Atiba to Jeremiah Hill. Back cut from Atiba, but defense deal with it. Hill goes all the way with that underhand, left hand finish from the right. So clever and cute. And Cameroon by 7 again. 11 points for Hill, 100% from 2-point range. And Kaba with a pin down screen, offensive foul. So things just becoming difficult for Guinea. Remember, the other team in this group is Tunisia. It's just 2 groups of 3. Unfortunately, Uganda and Congo were not able to attend. It was due to be 2 groups of 4. So 2 group games for each team, and then 2 semi-finals Saturday and the final on Sunday. And the winner only goes forward to one of the Olympic qualifying tournaments next summer. The road to Paris. And here's some stats coming up on your screen. Points in the paint, 22-6 Guinea, but it's Cameroon that are in charge at the moment, 43-36. Atiba, 18 points. Sensational first half. Playing in the French second division. Played in the World Cup qualifiers as well. Put up some good numbers there over 9 games, 10.6 points a game. And that was a difficult pass, and it didn't come off. Chiksaku Sekonde with the steal and the layup finish. Great job by him. Nice layoff as well. For Diallo with the assist. They need a stop now, Guinea, and Cameroon are going to help them with that. Roland Nyama with the turnover. Jeremiah Hill with the pass. It didn't go to its intended recipient. So Guinea can, with a minute left, if Doumbia can get control of the ball. Both teams struggling with possession the last 2 times down the floor. As we enter the final minute, Cameroon by 5. Cameroon 10 turnovers, Guinea 9. And again, there's another turnover. They'll get it back. And they could get the shot off. And ball's loose. Sekunde, he tries to get the outlet, but it's stolen again. They had possession. He's just made an outlet that was never going to get there. And really strong move. Elbows out. And great job by Philip Jordan-Bay. Another Cameroon important piece. Shot clock and game clock almost in sync. So Guinea will have the last shot. There's 7 down. Shots up off the glass, and it hits the side of the backboard. Jeremiah Hill with the foul. 2 shots incoming for Alpha Diallo. That's 3rd foul on Jeremiah Hill. He's played a lot of minutes. 17 minutes, in fact. He's played 17. Diallo at the line. Playing for Monaco. Making his national team debut at the age of 26. Went to Providence College. Five-point lead, 0.8 seconds remaining. It's enough time for a catch and shoot. Probably a catch in mid-air and let it fly. And the shot's up. And it was Atiba again. He must think he can just make shots from anywhere. And as time expires at the end of the second quarter, it's 45-40 in favour of Cameroon. Fitting that Atiba had the ball in his hands right at the end there, trying to make that shot in the corner. Half-time here in Lagos, Nigeria. Cameroon 45, Guinea 40.
This half-time with Cameroon leading 45-40 against Guinea. Now don't forget that 6 o'clock.
Here's the statistics. 3-pointers, 35% Cameroon, just 1 of 8 Guinea, 6 of 17 Cameroon. It's a big differential. 19 to 15 rebounds, 11-10 assists to Cameroon, 10 turnovers each. And top scorers, Atiba leading all scores, Hill and Beckham for Cameroon, and 15, 10 and 8 for Diallo, Condé and Kaba for Guinea. So still close, but Cameroon in the ascendancy at half-time. And here's some highlights from the first half. That was quite easy for Diallo to go all the way to the bucket. And Doumbia, really important piece, Doumbia, for Guinea to have him back. He hasn't played since the AfroBasket 2021 qualifiers for his national team. And he just brings mental and defensive toughness and can make plays like that, create for himself off the dribble. But he was unceremoniously blocked on that play by Roland Nyama. And Cameroon have shot the three well, but it helps when you have Atiba shooting 4 of 6. Betcom is 2 of 2. But Atiba has been superb, and that is deep as well. That's as good as it gets with his elbow position, his rotation. Just fantastic play. Well, that's the highlights. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with the second half of Cameroon versus Guinea.
You need character. You need chemistry.
FIBA Basketball World Cup is the peak of the game.
It's the toughest competition in the basketball world to win.
That is why I will be there.
Because when you win for one,
You win for all.
Welcome back to Lagos. Looking at the leading stats from both teams. Diallo there with 15 points. Diallo with 5 rebounds. And Diallo with 5 assists. He's dominating. All of the leading stats for Guinea. As for Cameroon, Atiba with an impressive 18 points. Abua with 3 rebounds. The young 23-year-old. And assists, 6 assists for Jeremiah Hill, giving Cameroon 11 assists total. There's Atiba, 18 points, 6 of 8 from the field. 4 of 6 from 3, 2 of 2 from 2-point range and 2 of 2 from the free throw line. And coach Alfred Aboya Eliaba, high-level player himself, causing a lot of issues for Coach Zelko. Sečević. Crowd already in for the Nigeria game. That comes up in a couple of hours' time, local time. Remember, they lost to Nigeria. And there's Tunisia. Coaching staff just checking out their opposition. Tunisia, the other team in this group and the highest ranked team. Highest FIBA ranked team in this tournament at 19. Of course, AfroBasket champions 2021. So they won in thrilling fashion, beating Ivory Coast in that last possession game. Memorable African basketball moments. Now, are we going to see some more here this afternoon and this evening? We had a great game last night. Senegal taking down the hosts, Nigeria, eventually with big lead changes. Senegal just managing to outlast Nigeria, who came with one final push to reduce the arrears to just 1 possession, 3 points, but they couldn't get it done. Senegal with the win. And just looking around the venue, people enjoying tournament basketball, major tournament basketball being back in Nigeria, in Lagos. And the gentleman's just realised he's on camera. Sečević. Trying to get his team ready for a quick start in this second half. Just 2 group games, 2 groups of 3. Nigeria, Senegal and Mali in the other group. And don't forget to download the app. Just scan the QR code. It's the Courtside 1891, where you can watch all of the games from this Olympic pre-qualifying tournament. And watch all the action from around the world, including the World Cup. And then come November, we'll be having Continental Cup qualifiers going forward for the next AfroBasket, Eurobasket, Asia Cup and America's Cup. So much basketball in the calendar. Cameroon, good start. Beautiful up fake on that pass deep into the Guinea defense, and Paul Abua gets Cameroon off to the perfect start. deflected, they get it back, just Guinea. Doumbia. Pass fake, shots up. It's just short from Sekou Condé. And now Cameroon. Baseline is Mbua. Mbua. Wide open three is good, and again Atiba is feeling it. Just carrying on where he left off, and they just cannot solve the problem that is being caused by Fabien Atiba. Guinea respond. Kind roll for Ibrahim Fofana. They desperately needed that, Guinea. That's his first 3 points. Now they need a stop. They can't just keep trading with this super talented Cameroon offensive team. Atiba now, nice look away pass. And a nice extra pass inside, a little shovel pass from Paul Abua, showing some heads-up play there. And Zečević in trouble, Bailly with the finish. And the steal from Cameroon, who've come out firing on all cylinders here. Jeremiah Hill threw it up for Abua, but he didn't take off. That would have been a highlight play to end all highlight plays. But positive reaction from his teammates, saying next time, big fella. 2 meters 3 at 23 years old, playing in Guarino Vanoli in Italy's 2nd division. Abua, watch his progress with interest. Doumbia, they need something from him, and it's in and out. And he gets it this time, whoa! That was even tougher, but Abua just crushes it on the Guinea defense. And all of a sudden, Cameroon by 11. Abua up to 6 points. And another steal. And Jeremiah Hill a bit casual. Couldn't get that to go. Can Guinea respond? And foul call. Abua with the foul. Doumbia to Fofana, almost lost it. Diallo, they need something from him. Good deep close-out defense from Hill. They're getting trapped in the corner, and Hill will steal it. Good defense on ball by Hill. Chol. Inside. And the foul. Philip Jordan-Bay, such a problem once he gets that close to the hoop. Timeout Guinea. They've got some problems, but they need to solve and quick. Let's listen in.
You are too scared. Don't have a scare. You are too scared. Let's go here. Hey, nobody's in foul trouble. Use your fouls. Use your fouls. Stop transition. Use your fouls. Okay? Hey, we need to drive. Now, we must get simply pick it all, find one, find second, and go for the drive, kick out, and go looking for the easy shot. It's no problem. It's no problem. Just don't lose the head. Just don't lose the head. Lose the confidence. Don't lose the confidence. Let's go. Let's go.
Hey, 1 on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Coach Zečević just saying, don't lose your focus, don't lose your head. think that's really important because they can come back. There's loads of time remaining in this ball game. And he's having a real ball at the moment. Atiba, Fabian Atiba. Nothing but net. Philip Jordan Beatty. Just 23 years old himself, so they've got such a bright future, Cameroon. Some great young players. Good size. Beatty gives them a bit of inside and outside presence offensively. Doumbia to Sheikh Sekou Konde, penetrate kick. Three's up and good, nothing but net for Ibrahima Fofana. 6 points for the Guinean wing. Foul called, foul drawn. Atiba, Hill. And on Diallo, long range shot is good, and this time Hill fills it up. And it's a real problem, and Smiles on the Cameroon bench. It's a real three-point shooting clinic. Good hands, and unbelievable, the tip on the defensive play has gone straight in the basket. And the two-point jump shot is, oh, look out. Oh, my goodness me. 0-0, double trouble, Paul Abua. That's twice now, same sort of area. Perfect pass from Hill. And he's just crushed it. Great looking play for Cameroon, who lead by 13. Abua up to 8 points. 80% from 2. And that's just too easy. Reverse layup from Tamanang Cho. Everybody getting in on the act here for Cameroon. Into the corner, tough pass, big time shot for Guinea. That was a super pass. Doumbia with the three. But Cameroon just straight back. And young Chomchi not needed yet. And Hill with that, he's up to 17 points. Hill and Atiba have been excellent for Cameroon. Atiba step back, they're just running him off the three now, Doumbia's. And the travel. Good job by Guinea. They have to get the ball out of Atiba's hands and Hill's hands, but they've got plenty of options. Substitution for Guinea. Ismail Kondi back in. High-level performer, and they need some high-level performances right now. And the referees are going to check something out here. Referees taking their time, but on that last play, travel was called on Jordan Philip Beatty. quite a long delay here. I'm making sure that it's the correct travel call, but I wouldn't have thought that was it. Maybe the time. I want to make sure the clock is correct. What are they looking at? Okay, the review's over. We're back underway. 4:50 remaining in the third. Cameroon in control by 15 here. They're led by 5 at half time, and they're leading this quarter by 10. Conde for 3 is good. That's the start they needed coming out of that delay. And 1. And wow, that was a really clever move by Gepcon. Slowed his steps down, changed direction, and Ismail Conde committing the foul. So a 3 answered by a 2 for Cameroon, and they can have their own three-point play the old-fashioned way. Inside, Guinea trying to probe and get to the basket. It's a lot of one-on-one, and a great play from Alpha Diallo. That is so tough, the Monaco star on his national team debut. Will that spark Guinea back into life? We're at the Echo Convention Centre here in Lagos, Nigeria. Penetrate kick, shots up, and shot is good for John Tonji. Wow, great penetrating kick. Colorado State University just finished his 4th year and ready to play right there. Penetrate, extra pass, 3's up. Good closeout without fouling, and Cameroon will come away and extend their lead. Shots up, and unbelievably Atiba misses one, but they really closed him out hard there, did Guinea. Conde can't get that to go. Maybe looking slightly to fatigue there, Cheek Sekou Conde. Ronald Nyama passes inside to Bay, gets low. And Sekonde casually came over to help. And Bay with the travel. Thirteen turnovers each for Cameroon and Guinea. Ball's knocked loose, good defense. Ismail Conde under all sorts of pressure there. Foul on Nyama. Baseline jump shot is short. Rebound, Nyama. Foul by Sekou Condé. Cameroon, that's his third foul. Condé get the Cameroon in control here. Atiba, they're chasing him off, making him put the ball on the floor and find somebody else. Tonje, again, they close that out well as well, did Guinea, forcing Tonje into an air ball. Conflab between the officials regarding whose possession that is. Condé has the ball at the moment on the sideline. In the post. Offensive foul, I would say, and it is. Nowhere along there could Ismail Condé go. Great defense, fantastic moving of the feet by Roland Lamour Nyama. Third foul for Condé. Tanji. Step back three is off, but they get the offensive rebound after a tip back and a catch off the glass, and they keep it. Great job, pass across, and they lose it now. Guinea still putting in the effort. Ismail Condé disrupting that cross-court pass. And good call by the officials. Nyama out and Arnold Kome back in for Cameroon. So Guinea down by 15. Condé to Ahmed Doumbia, who's fouled by Tonje. And they just can't get it to go, Guinea, underneath the basket. 1 minute remaining in the third. Atiba, he's so far out. And this time, the bank is open in Lagos. That's outrageous. And Guinea straight back for two, but Atiba has been a real thorn in the side of Guinea. The first shot he took pretty much. Beckham. Shots up again. And his shooting touch is so good. Atiba, they just can't get the ball away from him. Shot a bit flat there for three for Diallo. Travel. And frustration for Guinea. They're down 19. Last few seconds, shots up and off. So the end of the third. Cameroon have blown this game open. They win the third quarter, 33-19. At the end of the third, it's 78-59, Cameroon lead.
End of the third quarter, it is Cameroon 78 and Guinea 59.
Here's the stats. 6 of 18, 12 of 27 from behind the arc, 71% for Cameroon from 2, 55% from Guinea from 2. And here's some of the highlights from the third quarter. Now, they really started going to Paul Abua. That was the start. Nice up fake getting Kaba in the air. And that was a really clever pass. The defense had gone too deep under the hoop. Real heads-up play. And that is not the guy you want being wide open, able to get his feet set. Fabien Atiba. And there's the first of the crushing dunks. Paul Eboué just waiting on the baseline, and that was a nice penetrating kick. And then a pick and dive to the bucket. That was just perfect spacing, and Guinea couldn't respond. Conde stepping out for three. He's tried valiantly to keep Guinea in this, but they are down. They're not out yet, but they are going to have a massive turnaround in the fourth. Scan the QR code to get Courtside 8091 app, so you can watch all these games on the go wherever you are. All these Olympic pre-qualifying tournaments in Africa, Asia, the Americas, and in Europe, all around the world, all times of the day, 24-hour basketball pretty much. This tournament started yesterday. Other tournaments around the world started Saturday. Everybody finishes on Sunday. Penetrate, kick. Hard jab step. Rip through. Roland Nyama doing a good job for Cameroon, and Guinea finding real problems stopping Cameroon getting scores. Alpha Diallo fouled. And look out, and the steal and the throw down by Hill. And good play from Samir Gepkani. They both enjoyed that. It's one-on-one, a nice play, but they can't get it to go. And just the layup from Diallo. Oh, and a big throwdown was incoming there, and they fouled. And Paul Abua was about to take off. Mara saying it was was all ball. And Abua at the line. Another point for Cameroon as they go 21 ahead. That's for Guinea, sorry, Mara's second foul. 21 points, and Alpha Diallo goes inside against Paul Abua. And Gipcon's second foul. Diallo knocks down the free throw. 26-year-old, 2'1", playing at Monaco. First time he has played for Guinea, and they need this level of player to be able to turn out and play, and hopefully during the season for the AfroBasket qualifier starting in November, with the new understanding between EuroLeague and FIBA hopefully taking place. Gipcon for three is good. Then all European players playing in Europe will be released for the national team windows. We do hope that will be the case. Shot up from the corner is off. Good offensive rebound. And a travel called. And the Cameroon bench were up as one there, asking for a travel, and it was given. Cameroon in white, Guinea in red. Jeremiah Hill, who's been excellent. Step back three, and he continues to be excellent. Just a super move. And that is a dangerous pass as well, 3-on-1. And now things falling apart as Arnold Kome, the captain, starting to cause real issues for Guinea. It's a timeout. Let's listen into coach.
We're playing the small, and I asked you, might as well put up some side. I understand. Hey, guys, keep fighting, right? Keep fighting. We're going, let's finish the game. Let's finish the game.
Hey, it's okay. Everybody finished? Good. Okay, we can play like this, but it's not going. Simple. Simple. That's all. We have this kind of the player to play position 4-5.
Man, let's finish with some pride. Let's finish with some pride.
Simply not good. So, anyway, don't now calculate why this, why that. Let's go finish well and play good. Play for you, me, us. Let's go. Finish well. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go. Finish on three. 1, 2, 3, finish. Let's go, right? Come on.
So again, Coach Sashovic trying to keep his team together. Diallo sits, it's about us. Things have gone wrong, but now they've got to try and finish well. 25 points for Diallo. .25 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists. Outstanding statistical contribution. It doesn't look as though it's going to be enough to keep Guinea close here. Conde inside. A lot of one-on-one stuff as Kaba dribbles. I think Guinea just looked better when they moved the ball, changed the angle of the offense, but I think that's the same with any team. These are top-level players, but I'm not a fan of players dribbling just to set, dribbling side to side behind the back to set their defender up, not going anywhere. Fofana, the inbounds for Guinea. And blocked by Chomchi. He's just come in, the 17-year-old, and he blocks Kaba into the cheap seats. A lot expected and hoped for this young player out of the NBA Africa Academy. Tonji in, so real future of Cameroon basketball on the floor at the moment. Nyama, no change there from Doumbia. And Chomchi just didn't step far enough through, otherwise he'd have caught that pass. And again, Guinea just not getting back, and it's not going for the reverse dunk. But Captain Kome was there to, excuse me, Chomchi was there to finish off. Into the corner, the ball sticking, shots up. And good offensive rebound by Alpha Kaba. Nyama, hard dribble into the corner, and another three is good for John Tanji. Six points for him, 2 of 5 from behind the arc. 30-point lead for Cameroon. They're off and running again. Pull-up three is just short, and Kaba with the rebound, and it's desperation for Guinea. Ishmael Kondi with the attempted bounce pass, Chomchi in close attendance. And on Cyril Kumo, 31-year-old, 1.80 m, on for the first time. Chomchi lost the ball initially, got his jump shot off. Again, they're in the open floor. Nice pass fake. Couldn't get it to finish though. Donji and Kaba with the rebound. Diallo back on the floor, and he's a block shot, but blocked into the glass. Cheek Conde with the 2. Playing for pride now for Guinea and sticking together. And movement off the ball for Cameroon. Ball hasn't moved though. Shot clock running down. Crossover, attacks, and in the end, nothing doing. Here comes Kaba. Passes Diallo. Wide open three is off. For Ibrahima Diallo. Kome, good attack. Almost gets the finish, but he really attacked hard from the three-point line there. Foul on Ibrahima Fofana. Kome. Captain of Cameroon, and played in the recent African and the World Cup qualifiers. Kaba, oh, big block from Chomchi. He faked, but just couldn't get back off the ground because Chomchi was right there. 3 minutes remaining in the fourth. Kome. Two screens set by Chomchi. He rolls to the basket. Steps away. Shots up. Just short. Nice pass. And the throw down. And Guinea have just got to keep playing. Fofana going downhill there. And a bright light flickers for Guinea momentarily. Can they get a stop? No, they can't, as Nyama just relentlessly attacks the basket. Diallo. Pass inside. Kaba again. He didn't want to go straight up with Chomchi right there. Foul called. So Cameroon will go to 1-0. And Guinea, as things stand, will be 0-1 with Tunisia still to play. Tunisia play Cameroon tomorrow. And then Guinea, Tunisia on Friday because of the withdrawals of Uganda and Congo. There is more rest time for these teams, so hopefully that will help with recovery and give us some outstanding games and drama, which is what we want. Just one team from 6 will be going to one of the Olympic qualifying tournaments next summer on the road to Paris. And these are the best teams in Africa that are not at the FIBA Basketball World Cup. Chomchi. Back outside. Oh, nice shot by Nyama. He has been impressive. Six points. Another steal. Tonji passes, extra pass. And that 3-on-1, it's just not acceptable. 104, 74, Cameroon past the century. And another steal. Open three in transition is long. And Kaba is blocked by Chomchi. He can't get away from him. And that's how it should be. Chomchi's got to keep playing for his minutes. Just 17 years old, remember. Kame back, step back three is off. And Conde gets it knocked loose. his second foul, and Coach Lekovic looking worried and perplexed. But his team have just been, after the half-time break, his team have just been outplayed. They were 5 down at the half, and they've lost the second half by 25 points at present. It's interesting because speaking to Coach Zelko at AfroBasket 21 in Rwanda, he was saying how much he does in Guinea, and he does a great job overseeing a lot of what goes on, junior and senior national teams. Do they need to get a coach in, specialist coach, just to coach the men's national team? Because they have got access to so much talent. It's just getting it right at these tournaments, and they got it right for a lot of AfroBasket as Chomchi blocks another shot to finish off, just to show their superiority at both ends of the floor. Ulrich Kamka Chomchi blocks that shot. Final score, Cameroon 104, Guinea 74. It's a much closer game in the first half, and then Cameroon have just extended the lead, and Guinea just couldn't live with them, and it's a comfortable 30-point win margin for Cameroon. There's the 2 points, 3 points from free throws, 94% for Cameroon from the line. That's outstanding, 15 of 6. 44% from three-point range as well. Have been outstanding, especially Atiba. I'll come to him in a moment. 30 to 37, 28 assists for Cameroon. 16 turnovers and 26 turnovers and 16 assists for Guinea. Diallo, Kondi, Kaba, 25, 15 and 13 for Guinea. Atiba, 27 points. Hill, 22 and Bahi, 12. The big three leading the way, but there's a lot of good young players coming through for Cameroon too. So this sets up a mouth-watering encounter, Cameroon versus Tunisia. Tunisia, Cameroon, 6 o'clock tomorrow. If Cameroon win, they will book their spot in the semi-finals. If Nigeria beat Mali after this, they will book their spot in the semi-finals as well. Top 2 from the groups of 3 will progress, as we see Atiba just filling it up from outside the three-point arc. Just a perfect stroke, 27 points, 7 of 10 from behind the arc, 2 of 2 from 2, and 2 of 2 from the free throw line. And he banked one in, he got some shooter's roll, but on the whole, it was just pure shooting. And here was some nice interaction. Well, Abua had dived to the bucket. He will get a couple of alley-oops. But the defense did all they could. Ibrahim Diallo just couldn't get his hand out far enough. And then Tonje, he looks another organised player, 1.96 m. Finishing at Colorado State University. Done 4 years, may of course do a 5th, we shall see. I think he's played for 4, so he will complete. Be interested to see his progress. There's a dunk in transition. That's a nice assist for Cyril Kumo. Donayama. And then things were And there's Chomchi just blocking shots. He's not going to give anything easy. 17 years old, 2 meters 11. So that's the action complete. Cameroon have a win. Guinea have one loss. Tunisia, Cameroon tomorrow. What a matchup that will be. 6 o'clock local time here in Lagos at the Echo Convention Centre. Fantastic facility here. So 1 game down, 1 to go. Don't go anywhere. It's Nigeria versus Mali coming up 6 o'clock local time. Congratulations to Cameroon. They're off and running with a big 30-point victory versus Guinea.